Well, ladies and gentlemen, fight number 12 is an international battle right here for our amateur strawweight title tonight. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. She weighed in at 51.8 kilograms. She fights out of Hammerhead MMA, Dunedin, New Zealand, with an amateur record of 4 wins and 3 losses. Please make welcome Sarah Cha. And her opponent fighting out of the red corner. She weighed in at 52.1 kilograms. She fights out of Black Dragon Kai, Beaudesert, Queensland, with an amateur record of 0 wins and 2 losses. Please welcome Jess Dragon Noi Lavers Mcbain. This title fight is scheduled for 5 3-minute rounds, and our referee in charge is Peter Hickmott.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. XFC 34, and boy, oh boy, do we have a treat for you tonight. A strawweight amateur title. I'm here with Brian Eversole. We've got him back again. I don't think we can get rid of him out of this commentary team. We have in the red corner Jess Lavers Mcbain, and she's come out swinging, a girl that's won 62 titles.
This girl has competed in every sport, and she's been successful in every one.
Unbelievable.
Wrestling, Muay Thai, boxing, Jiu-Jitsu.
Golden Gloves champion, Queensland champion. This woman is an athlete, possibly one of Australia's most decorated female combat sports professionals at the moment, and undoubtedly for this, #1 ranked. But she has her hands full tonight against Sarah Archer. New Zealand versus Australia. Sarah comes to bang. She's from the Hammerhead team in New Zealand. Trained under Matt Toa, one of my favourite coaches in the world as well. We all love Matt. We said that before, don't we, Brian?
Matt is a gentle, awesome soul, but he is intense when it comes to training, and he always produces tough game athletes. So as we're seeing right now, she weathered a little bit of a storm from Jess Mcbain, and here she is pushing the pace up against the cage and trying to get some work done.
As I said before, 62 combat titles to her name. That is phenomenal in itself.
It's phenomenal that she was able to list him, or someone in her camp, her team was able to list him. I've got a list of a ridiculous amount of tournaments and competitions and belts that she's won, and it's just too much.
Can't list them all, but we'll get back to the action as Sarah Archer looks to capitalize in top position here. Let's Lavers Mcbain back to her feet. Archer doing a good job with the pressure against the cage here. Looking to cross those hands. Beautiful takedown there.
Nice finish on the double leg. Did a great job finishing the side control. Just couldn't keep the position. Mcbain's got a lot of experience. And like a cat, hitting the floor, hit her first move right away.
Yeah, let's not discount Archer's performance either here. She's keeping very tight now. She learned a lesson after that first one. She let Lavers Mcbain back up. She's staying a little bit tighter here.
She's got her flat, which is fantastic. She's not giving the far side underhook. We've seen in a few fights tonight when the fighter gets half guard, steals that underhook. It's just a matter of time before they work their way up.
Lavers Mcbain, also a brown belt in BJJ, so we can't even say she's a striker. So she is no stranger to being on the ground here, and when you're a brown belt, being off your back isn't such a big deal either.
That is the end of round 1 of
That's
our
round 1 of this title fight in the books. Close round, both girls giving it all they've got.
The 12 tonight.
No better man to proceed over this as Lavers Mcbain comes out swinging. Both girls putting in some fantastic combinations.
And they're both working right up the middle. Neither of them decided to go for the uppercuts or the hooks. They're both throwing straight right, straight lefts.
I'm absolutely loving the level of this competition tonight. This is still amateur.
It's a bit harder for the ladies. Obviously, they don't have as many ladies that want to fight and that train to this level. So I would dare say that this would be a pro-level fight in Australia, in New Zealand, and truly in most countries in the world. You don't get better credentials than Jess Lavers Mcbain. She's won everything she's competed in, it seems. And if she hasn't won, she's come back into the next tournament and probably made up for a silver medal that she might have picked up here and there.
Makes you wonder how many fights she's had if she's won 62 of them.
There you go.
As we get back to the action, we have Archer. She's doing a great job with control there, getting that double leg, taking Mcbain to the ground.
Mcbain's a current member of the Australian wrestling team. She barely missed out on the Commonwealth Games.
We did.
I think we did.
Look, Lavers Mcbain, she's doing a pretty good job at trying to move. Archer doing a fantastic job on top, just holding that position. Mcbain, she's looking a little bit there to go butterfly. There's not really many options right now. But what I like is she's scrambling. She's doing everything she can to try and capitalize if there is any space given by Archer.
Yeah, she's doing a great job most of the time. Just until now, her hips have been actually elevated in the air, trying to go side to side.
10 seconds remaining here in
Archer's
round
done a
2.
great job keeping her shoulders flat to the mat, giving her options to throw punches and set up posture and pass opportunities.
Big round there. Love a lovely round for Sarah Archer.
That was a bit of an easier round to score. I don't mind judging that one.
Yeah, I reckon I could judge that one.
Archer got that one.
For Sarah Archer tonight.
I won't disagree with you. I disagree on most things with you. I don't think I'll disagree on that
If
one.
there's anyone in Australia or New Zealand that wants to argue, you can throw it in the comments below the stream, and I'll get on there later after I have a Corona. I'll sit there with a Corona, with a lime in it, of course, and I'll respond to all of you guys. We're going to be on Facebook tonight defending our judging in rounds, I have a feeling.
I have a funny feeling you may get rear naked choked out again.
That you require to move
I did bring my Muay Thai trunks.
silos, whatever you need.
You never know. You just never know when it's going to go down between us.
As your number one choice.
Can I blame a hamstring injury already?
You ready to bow out? Give yourself an excuse. Sarah Archer's been G'd up by Matt Toa, and potential main event, which did not come to fruition. Brogan Anderson over in the corner, and she's looking fairly fresh after 6 minutes to action.
Australia versus New Zealand, the battle across the ditch. Both these ladies in terrific form, neither wanting to give an inch. And again, Sarah Archer with a double leg takedown.
She does a great job getting her to the cage, and she locks her hands under the bum as quick as possible and works for the finish. Some people get those positions and rest, have a think, load up a bit of power, but this girl's really chain wrestling and doing a fantastic job, and the results are coming because of that.
Yeah, you can really see the strategy coming out of that Hammerhead gym. Like I said, they're no stranger to this game, and they're doing a fantastic job with their charge, Sarah Archer, at the moment.
And here we are with Mcbain trying to make angles again, but she's got her head pinned against the cage. She's got Archer's head right in her face. And it's just tough to get your hips elevated and out to the side to get something started when someone can pressure you and keep you flat like that.
Yeah, she's got to look Look for Sarah Archer to give her a little bit of room, but at this point, Sarah Archer relentless on top.
She just can't even get a foot on the hip. Archer's hips are pressuring in at the right time. Here's a foot on the hip, but it's not quite where she wants it, and she has to bail and go back and lock her guard.
Exactly, because if she does get that foot on the hip, where does she go? There's the cage in the back. She's got to turn.
Giving her no quarter whatsoever. That head in the face is one of the most annoying positions. Doesn't matter if you're standing and clinched or in the guard like this. It's absolutely difficult to pick a side of the head when someone's just riding your chin with their forehead or the top of their head.
That right eye of Lavers Mcbain now really starting to swell up.
Whoa, we've got a bit of a triangle attempt.
I like this, I like this.
Archer still has her right arm inside.
Again.
Maybe not far enough to save her.
The brown belt going back to what she knows.
There's an angle
looking
there.
to capitalize, looking for any opportunity, and this is why she's so clever when it comes to this.
She wiggled and got just enough room to get over the top of that shoulder.
And you can see her pulling her ankle down there as well.
Yeah, she's
making sure
hard.
they're locked.
Here's a big angle. We'll see where it goes.
I like that angle.
Archer's got her arm all the way back inside.
Great work from Archer there.
But she's got a proper foot on the hip now, so we'll see if she can actually extend, make some space, and maybe slip again.
She's got to try and get off the cage. Needs to reverse that back now if she can.
10 seconds remaining.
And Archer's going to take that 10-second bell and really unload.
No, she's going to stand her back up.
Yeah.
These girls like to bang.
Round 3.
Well, another easier round to score, thankfully, so neither of us have to be controversial.
Yes, it certainly was, but a good job, and you can see, even though Lavers Mcbain seemed to be at a disadvantage at one point, you can see that experience really starting to shine through.
Yeah, just like Maddie seen earlier in the night, even when things aren't going your way, a lot of these athletes, again, train at top gyms, train with top people. You know, we're seeing an amateur fight right now. A lot of these amateurs train with high-level pros here in Queensland or elsewhere. And they've been pushed, they've been beat up, and they've been conditioned not to let that mentally break them. Square again.
Yeah, it makes it very difficult, and that's why she's slipping off.
When Archer can keep her nose over the top of Mcbain's nose, and she can keep Mcbain's shoulders and lower back flat to the mat, she's got all the opportunities in the world to posture and punch.
And again, the game plan in New Zealand right now, staying very heavy, not making many mistakes, not letting Mcbain capitalize on that. That's where she nearly lost it before.
You know, some people look at this and go, oh, we've already seen this. This is what round, 2 looked like. This is what round 3 looked like. You know, I tell my fighters all the time, if something's working, wash, rinse, and repeat. There's no reason to try to do something else and show the rest of your game if someone can't stop.
For the best. Do what's working, do it well, repeat. Right now, game plan A is working very well for Sarah Archer.
And she's finally, she had a nice crack in that guard.
Mcbain now back to her feet. And Archer, she's stuck to her like glue. Looking for that level change. And she's low again. Maybe a high crutch here.
She's going to have trouble getting her hands together, so she goes for the single and pulls it out.
Just a little trip. Did very
and
well.
Here comes the scramble and the chain wrestling by Mcbain.
Yeah, great work by Mcbain, and you can see. Here's that experience.
She got her. That was a game changer.
In a world of trouble right
10
now.
seconds remaining here in
We
round 4.
still have a fight on our hands.
Archer's very fortunate there's only 10 seconds left. She was rocked. But back to
Beautiful
it. Wow,
job.
what heart.
Wow, wow, wow. This is going to
ladies and
make
gentlemen, we are going
things
to go to
extremely
the
interesting
fifth
now.
and final round.
How do you score that?
Here in our amateur straw
Was that
weight
enough?
title
Were those
fight
strikes in
tonight?
the last 20 seconds enough to actually change a judge's scorecard?
We
20
need
minutes.
Mcbain now to use angles. She needs to keep that distance.
Here we go.
She has a lot of power on her feet. She's still got a lot of sting in that tail. What do we have for this final round? Both girls starting strong.
And they still got pop in their punches, which is good to see. They're definitely not male heavyweights slowing down considerably. These two still look like they're in the second round.
And Archer back to a familiar. She's so strong.
And Matt Toa is animated in the corner. He obviously was a bit nervous and really wanted Archer to get back in on those legs, and she did exactly what he needed, wanted, and he looks like a very, very happy cornerman right now.
I don't think he looks happy. He looks actually quite cranky, Brian, if you look. Maybe he's smiling on the inside.
Inside happy.
Right, they're tears of joy. We do love Matt Toa. Very, very good game plan. Great strategy. Very methodical from Sarah Archer. Doing
Laver McBain
exactly
doing a great
what she was
job
told.
with elevated, sorry to get technical, Benny. She had elevated hips, did a great job, was able to push her away, but just wasn't able to elevate her head and shoulders up the cage quick enough before Archer dove back in to regain control. But again, working angles, hips are elevated, foot on the hip. I think we're going to see her back on the feet once again. Same as Maddie Seaton earlier, just a lot of fighting, and even though things weren't going his way, I think Jess McBain's going to get back to the feet and give herself a chance in the last minute and a half.
I'd like to think that Mcbain now just be very heavy. I don't want to see her give up much position. Just work maybe body, head, control the situation. And probably keep those hips a little bit tighter than she's got now, not to create that space.
Just a moment ago, you were hoping Jess McBain was able to do this and do that. Now you're rooting for
Did
Archer.
you see me switch?
Are you
I think I may be backing New Zealand now.
We're meant to sit on the fence. You've actually been in both backyards so far.
I'll go for who's winning at the time, Brian.
True Australian, fair weather fan.
It is an Anzac bout, and we are having a real treat before us tonight.
Fair weather Livingston and Brian Ebersol calling the action from XFC 34. An action-packed women's fight. And honestly, here's a third one to throw in the hat for fight of the night. If XFC is giving bonuses or announcing that type of thing, they've got 2 or 3 fights they can throw in the hat.
They certainly
Really,
could. I'd say maybe even more. You've got Jess Lavers McBain, one of Australia's most decorated combat artists. #1 ranked, we'd have to say, with that experience fighting Sarah Archer from New Zealand, who's really giving it all. She's stuck to her game plan tonight, and she's really imposing her will right now.
10 seconds remaining here in the final round.
I'd like to see these two in a proper wrestling match.
It would be interesting. But Archer, geez, she's strong like a bull at the moment.
I mean,
fantastic fight. Look,
didn't give
and
up
you
a
can
single
see-
takedown the entire fight.
Look,
Fighting one of Australia's best female
Well, ladies and
wrestlers.
gentlemen, fight number 12, our
What?
amateur straw
Honestly,
weight
on
title
paper, I
fight
came into this fight thinking Archer's going to be on her back. She's going to have to throw some punches and do some damage to win.
Very, very shortly.
And that was actually a flipped script. I mean, she had all the takedowns. She did a bit of damage, busted her eye up.
Ladies and gentlemen, how insane was that? Please show some love for these two ladies. Absolutely hectic from the moment the first horn went. Ladies and gentlemen, fight number 12. our amateur strawweight title fight. It was a vacant title, however, it is no longer. Ladies and gentlemen, our judges all saw it unanimously. For your winner and new strawweight champion, blue corner, Sarah Archer. Such a hard-fought fight. Sarah, congratulations on your win here in Australia tonight.
Thank you so very much, and I'd like to take as a thank you to the men for finding me a fight. It's been a hard road getting back here. Haven't been able to get any fights. It's been a year and a half, and I really want to thank Jessica for stepping out of retirement and taking the fight. One more massive thank you to these three guys here who've been putting in the hard yards. I've got to give it a shout out to Taylor Garrett for all his work he's done while Brooks has been away, and Hannah and Anne especially, and the rest of the team at Mcbain. It's been a team effort, and just want to shout out to you guys.
Well, Sarah, we are going to see you back in this XFC cage at some stage or another. Congratulations once again on a job well done.
Oh, thank you so very much. Awesome, mate. Thanks for supporting the crowd as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for our new amateur strawweight champion, Sarah Archer. Well, don't go anywhere, guys. We've got two more title fights coming your way, and they are going to be absolute